Hey, what are you doing today?
Slack packing.
Yeah, we got Jesse helping us out. We're going to gain the 7 miles here with a slack pack. He's going to meet us down at Newfoundland from Clingman's Dome before he leaves out today. Whew. Hey, like that big old backpack. Maybe we'll make it to Maine with it. As long as Donna keeps me enough food in there. It's a new style. Actually, it's our first day of slack packing. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the birds, they're singing everywhere here. And the moss is just amazing on everything. Okay, onward we go. I don't know if you can see it. There's a deer right there. And there he goes, waving goodbye. Yeah. He's running away.
He's got all kinds of wildlife.
We've seen a lot of little squirrels and stuff through here. They're little bitty tiny squirrels and they're really red looking. We're cruising on down. We're doing really good today. I just stopped and figured it up and we're doing around 3 miles an hour right now. That's really good for us. That's like usually twice. This is twice what we normally walk. We usually walk under 2 miles an hour.
Under.
But it's easy.
So far so good. No wind.
Oh, it's a nice day too. Just show you how steep it is. Right down there's the trail we're headed to. We're going to switch back up here and go down. But the trail is steep. We got a uphill climb today, Mount Collins or something. It's going to show up. Actually, that's what we're going off to, is to climb that little Mount Collins. T-Hug, a guy that we've been staying with, he kind of suggested this to us, and I'm glad he did. I mean, this just makes me realize how much more shape we are in without our packs, because we're still wore down without them. And, I mean, with them. But here without them, I mean, it just seems so easy and fast, and our breathing's better. We ain't having to stop.
Or cruising downhill.
Yeah, we're going downhill, but
I don't think we'll have no problems going up since we only got. Let me show you what Doug's doing. He's sporting the unicorn pack today with pink straps.
oh, nice. Boom, boom, boom. Walking down the trail with Donna Lou. She's taking on the name of the pack mule.
Walking down the trail with Cornbread's dad.
Now put your hands up. Act excited. Like you just climbed the biggest mountain in the world.
I did.
Now put them things up. That don't look exciting. Exciting is up with them. Put them up.
Up.
Yeah, straight up. Ah! Now scream.
Oh, you didn't go here.
Okay, don't look. Don't look. And then go wow all at once. Okay, let's get out of here.
Shelter.
Mount Collins Shelter, 0.5. Rough Creek.
Dome, 3.4.
Newfoundland, 4.5. Okay.
4.5 to go.
4.5 to go. It's still gorgeous in here. Oh, They got a blaze on a tree over in the woods. Look, you see the blazes off the trail here instead of right on it like they usually are? Well, the woods are thick, ain't they?
Yeah, how dead that sucker is, how tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are all small, young ones.
Look at the pine trees. You don't see this much.
Mm-hmm.
Not now.
Today's been a really good day so far.
Yes.
We're halfway or so there. Real close to it. We done made the only big climb today, really. We done made it, so it's like downhill from here on out, I reckon. Cruising right on along. There's some really cool trees up in here that's down, huge ones. Looks like they've been laying there forever, all moss covered and stuff. It is beautiful up here. We heading on down the trail. Actually, it's really cool here. Steps with a little drainage ditch beside it. This is a really neat manicured one. But I can't get over all the moss and how pretty it is. I mean, the colors, and it just looks like it glows sometimes. But anyway, I'll take a few pictures here and there along the way, and we'll quit boring you. Later, taters. Okay, I just took a picture of this tree that had fell over a long time ago. As you can tell, it's been a long time since the moss is growing on it. But on the root system of it, there are trees growing out of the root system that looks like they're, hell, they're big. They're a foot around, some of them, but they're huge. Anyway, just something to see. I mean, there's some big old trees out here. And we're at the Fort Ridge Trail. We are 4.3 miles from the end. Okay. Closing her up. Maybe the last time I see you. Till we get there. Later, guys. Cruising on. What about the moss, honey? Tell me about the moss.
I said it's squishy.
Squishy, squishy, squishy.
Thick. Been there for a long time.
Where you going?
Newfound Gap.
Ready?
Yeah. What time is it?
7:30. Gross.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, the trees.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it? It reminds you of Louisiana.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of the swamp down there. Look at this.
Yeah.
Tree stumps. See them?
Yeah.
That was neat. But it's like the whole forest fell at one time. And it's covered in moss.
It's like a storm's come through.
Yeah, it's like a storm come through and blew it all over. And all the other ones are the ones that little that's come up after they blowed all these over. I still can't just get over how, I mean, look at this. This tree fell over and there's like trees growing up from it. Out of the roots.
Just amazing. Amazing, I tell you.
Let's go. Spoil our welcome here.
What?
I said we don't want to spoil our welcome here. We don't know what this is. I got a little bug. She just seen little antennas. But anyway, onward we go.
Oh, be careful.
Oh, Hit the mud. That was a neat little section there, wasn't it? Where it had the logs to walk on and then the stump standing up. Yeah, we got a little walkway here. I guess being in the national park, you would expect it to be a nice maiden trail. You'd expect a little better. But it is cool. And I can hear the cars over there that's coming down from Klingman's to Newfoundland. It kind of follows that road pretty close down through there. It's just off out of sight distance, but you can hear it. Yeah. It's like velvet. Hey, I think there ought to be some little Keebler elves or something that jumps out. Or some garden gnomes.
That's what I was getting to say, garden gnome.
I mean, it's pretty up in here. It really is. And for those of y'all that don't know, that's what we're following down through here. That's how we stay on the trail. When the trail changes, we just follow the little white stripe.
White blaze.
Yeah, white blaze. Of course, if you got this far into our videos, you probably know enough to know what a blaze is. It's just cool the way they put these in here on the ground. Little pieces of stump. I mean, that was a big tree right there. Okay. All kinds of rain. Yeah, it is washing out, ain't it? Another little bridge. I feel like I'm in some kind of little fairyland or something. It's really cool. I had forgotten how cool it really is.
You could be in Narnia. Ain't that the movie?
Narnia?
Yeah.
What's in Narnia?
There's all kinds of men with
Don't look like headless horsemen no more?
horse bottoms.
Ain't got no headless horsemen no more? The fog's gone, ain't it?
All kinds of craziness.
Well. Another little bridge. Yeah, the trail down through here is just cool as can be. And, I mean, this is good for us today. We've been pushing it hard, wore out. Having hard days, cold days coming up into the Smokies. I mean, it was rough coming in. But here today, when we crest over the top of Klingman's Dome, of course, we went into town. We're getting slack packed here. And we're seeing how cool this is over the rest of it. It's like refreshing and new and makes you feel good again. Feel good about what we're doing.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes you get tired and you question it, but then you have the days like today. And a little crossing here, crossing over a wire fence. It's kind of just a way around it. It's easy to go across on the trail. This actually keeps the hogs in control, you know, however they decide they need to do them. This is one of the approximately 20 special sites that have been identified for fencing against the wild hog, non-native animal that's been present in the park since the 50s. This exposure contains a beech forest community that's unique to the southern Appalachians and contains an assemblage of native plants and animals that would be seriously impaired by the invasion of hogs. The fence was installed in 1984 in an effort to retain the natural character of the site. But, I mean, here we are again in those wildflowers. I mean, they're just like all over as far as you can see up through the woods. And then down the hill, they're the same way. Okay, Don Lou's getting away. I gotta go. I feel like my pack got lighter. I feel like it's the lightest it's been since I left Georgia.
And it is.
We swapped our little pack for the big ones and we're heading in the woods. Going into the first shelter. We've seen some people that we'd camped with before that said they was headed in here to the first shelter too, so there you go. You have it like that. And there goes doodlebugs. See if I can get on up to here now. Way on up here. And more steps ahead. Pretty steep little incline there. But onward we go. Icewater Springs Shelter, less than 3 miles. Well, the road goes all the way down through there. Huh?
That's that first pull off up there, isn't it?
That's the road that goes down to Gatlinburg,
Yeah.
right there.
I know, but I was just saying.
Okay. Be careful. I'm just gonna try to go right straight up.
Yeah. Oh. Be careful.
Wasn't too bad.
Turn my way. Turn my.
What's it say, honey?
What? Newfound Gap, 1.7 miles that way.
Boulevard Trail, 1 mile.
Yeah. Icewater Springs.
1.3.
1.3.
Let's go to this Kip Park Trail shelter. 3.7 down here. Be downhill all the way that way.
Yeah, but then you get to climb back out of that beach in the morning.
You got a point.
Right?
Okay. How old y'all guys think this tree back here behind me is? I mean, it's hollow through it. Right here. And there's, I mean, it's a cool tree. I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, big tree. Anyway, we're about to get to the shelter where we're going. We're probably a mile out. Our packs are just heavy as heck today because we're going to try to make it to Hot Springs in this week, which will pick our miles up. If we pick our miles up this week, we can be in Hot Springs in like 6 or 7 days from here, and that's actually what we're going to try to do. We've got a week's worth of food, you know, and lately we've been just carrying 3 or 4 days from town to town, but we're going to try to skip Standing Bear and some of the others. I mean, we may stop in there, but we're going to try to skip on buying stuff and everything for a while and just see if it'll help us move any faster. I mean, we may stop by Standing Bear and have us a Coke or something, chat with somebody if there's around there. Just, you know, head it on through. Don't make it a place for us to plan on stopping. But, you know, if we get there and like it, who knows, we may stop. I've heard really good reviews about it. But here we are, onward down the trail. The moss is still pretty cool up in here where we're at. And the views is few and far between, but because we're in such thick forest. And I've seen on the map where there's supposed to be a view up here. Probably one to be the better ones today. I'll see if I can't take some pictures around there and get on up to the shelter. Almost to the shelter. Maybe a quarter mile further left to go. It's getting steep over here on the side. I don't know if you can tell or not, but at least the trail's good down through here.